gotta see this. Jake, what are you doing?
I'm trying to cure Corona, James. This is no time for games.
He's got a point.
Hey, I am James.
And I'm Jake.
We're here with Falcons Fury, and today we have another comparison for you. And this one, you're going to have to bear with us. Okay, you're going to have to bear with Jake on this one, because this was his idea. Oh, it's really loud.
It's so loud.
So loud. It's so pretty, but it's so loud. Be gone.
Pretty.
Jeez. Alright, so what we have is a 2020 Sport Glide and a...
Not now, Lisa. I'm sorry.
What is your bike?
So,
This is Jake's personal bike.
This is an FXR. I'm sure the 5 of you out there who know what that is already knew that. But for the rest of you guys, it's just a way back throwback to the old school Harley stuff. It's Evo driven. And
Now that's an engine swap though, right? That's not the original engine for the bike.
so, yes.
Okay.
Way to just air all my laundry out.
Sorry, dude.
So guys, it's an 82 FXR. Now, there's a lot of you out there going, but an 82 had a shovel head. He is correct. I like Evos better than shovel heads. I'm not going to apologize. So, okay. Having said that, it's also not a true Sport Glide. They didn't have that till 83. But an FXR is an FXR. Because let's face it, do you guys know anybody that has a pristine Sport Glide to really do this properly? No.
I have one right here, Jake. I have a pristine Sport Glide right here.
I think our definition of Sport Glide's a little different. But he makes a fair point. So I thought this would be fun because this is a few modern amenities that the new Sport Glide has. And I think this is going to be pretty interesting to see the old versus the new. Because Evo's made like 60 horsepower, right? And this makes like 90.
Quick question though, am I going to die when I get on this?
No.
Okay, good, good.
So all that being said, I think we've got a lot we can really show you here.
Yeah, you want to run us through, Boo?
Yeah,
All right,
Fixer
cool.
wins, by the way. As James pointed out,
Correctly.
he was saying that, oh, well, the new one has a detachable fairing. Well, yeah, I mean, that's cool, but the old one does too. Want to clear the air there. Now it has a zip-tied headlight. And I know your new one doesn't have that, James.
No, mine actually has a real headlight.
Oh, okay. I see the games you're playing, but mine, when you take the fairing off, looks really cool. Oh. Okay, yours does too.
Uh-huh.
Yours does look better. I'll give you that. But I have an inverted billet 55mm front end.
Oh, guess what?
Oh, you also have a show of 55mm billet front end.
Uh-huh.
Well, mine
You know-
shakes a lot.
Yeah, this one doesn't. You know what
Yours
this one has, Jake?
I know what this one has, and I'm jealous. So guys, if you're not familiar with the Sport Glide, this is essentially the most convertible motorcycle like you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if you saw what I did there. So you pull that out and you pull that up. And when you do, this whole bag slides back. Oh, look at your new one. Look at your new one. Just like that. And it comes off. Completely detaches. Now, what I want you guys to see here, that's a really good looking motorcycle.
It is.
But it's also a really functional motorcycle, and Harley is a lot of things. But making something for a guy like me who builds stuff in my garage so that I have this level of function, I gotta admit, guys, this is looking pretty good so far. We have the adjustable monoshock, as do all the new Softails, but we also have, and I'm not one to talk highly of a stock Harley seat, but this seat was actually pretty cush sitting on it earlier. I haven't ridden the Sport Glide yet. Don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I'm an FXR guy. We're gonna see. So I'm excited.
Alright, so here we are. I'm on the Sport Glide, Jake's on the FXR.
And if any of you are confused by the comparison, join the club. Ready? Okay, so we left the fairing off the Sport Glide for the video, mainly just because it was getting in the way of the camera, so this gives you a better view of the bike. But with the fairing on, it does block considerably more wind. But as you know, I prefer a bike without a fairing, so a bit more my cup of tea this way. Tell you what, that Evo does sound fantastic though, doesn't it? That loping sound they make, oh, it's bloody brilliant. So, the Sport Glide, this is a bike that I'm not massively familiar with as far as riding. It's not one I picked to go riding with, it's just sort of, it's just not on my radar, which is strange because it's a fantastic bike right now. Turn angle is lovely. It's smooth, as all these Softails are. The 107 engine on this does an admirable job of keeping this motorcycle going. And we're on the bridge, so comfort. This out of the box is really, really comfortable. The seat on it is absolutely fantastic. It has forward controls, which I like. They fit this motorcycle very well. Makes it very easy to just cruise around. And again, the seat is really lovely. I don't think I would change it. It would be unusual because I always change seats, but on this one I think I would probably keep it as is. As far as wind goes, right now there is a little bit because there's absolutely nothing on there, but as soon as you put that little fairing on there, it does sound good, doesn't it? It does sound good. This is just a stock 107. It has no pipes on or anything, so it's this is just how it sounds out of the box. So obviously most people are going to put some pipes on and get a little bit more noise. But we'll just ride close to Jake, and then we can hear that lovely noise. Now the one thing about the Sport Glide is, which is, to me it's sort of like almost one of those perfect touring bikes. I know you have the Heritage, and that is slightly more old school styling. The Sport Glide, definitely, it's more of a modern looking motorcycle. The fairing on it looks like a little baby street glide. I don't love the look of the fairing, to be 100% honest. But without it, I think it looks fantastic. And it's nice to have that for if you are doing long distances. Definitely takes the edge off riding. Yeah, the shocks on this are very nice. The front end, the inverted shocks, they really do help with turning. It's fantastic. It's a lovely bike to cruise on, and the fact that you have those bags back there makes it very, very practical. I think something just fell off the fixer. You probably didn't hear it, but there was a clunk, and then there's Jake looking behind it, so that makes me a little bit nervous to get on it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not nervous at all. I leave all my earthly possessions to my wife. Mum and Dad, I love you. Yeah, look, I think something fell off. Look at him looking. He's looking, going, oh, what the hell just fell off my motorcycle? He won't mention it. I guarantee you, he will not mention it when we switch over. He'll just be carrying on like nothing happened. Back to the Sport Glide. I think everything on this motorcycle is pretty much set up as I would like it. I like the way the bars are because, I don't like the big, tall bars. They're a lovely width apart. It's a very comfortable, very easy riding position. I can see doing a lot of miles on this. Certainly if I compare it to my Slim, I suppose it's a slightly more comfortable position, but I think that's mainly to do with the seat. But I know you have the practicality of those bags is great, because every once in a while, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'd love some bags, but that sounds so good, doesn't it? It sounds fantastic. So low maneuverability, low speed maneuverability, excuse me. It's great on this bike. It's really, really easy. It's an easy motorcycle to ride, which I think is sort of, that's something that all these new Softails have in common. They are very easy to ride, and that's what makes them just fantastic bikes for either just cruising short distances, or with this one, the Sport Glide, you've got the bags and the windshield. You can push this a little bit further if you want to keep it more of a modern looking motorcycle. Otherwise, you'd go to the Heritage, which does come with a slightly bigger engine, which is nice. But the 107, I think, is more than enough for most people. I really do. Just put some pipes on, this will sound fantastic. The lead angle on this is very, very good. It really likes these twisties. New construction corner coming up. We'll see how low down it can go. I think it will go pretty low, I'm not concerned. Yeah, it's lovely, it just takes them so nice. As does the FXR. You know, there it is, it's doing its thing. I actually am quite excited to get on it. You know, I've seen Jake work on this thing, so I know what it used to look like. And actually that doesn't make me feel any better, because I know what this used to look like, and now I'm going to be getting on it. So that's going to be fun. But ending thoughts on the Sport Glide, it's absolutely fantastic. You know, I love the new Softail platform, as I've said 1,000 times, and I think this one really gives you something that is just incredibly versatile. You can use it as a touring bike, or you can take off everything and just use it as a round town bike. It really is fantastic. I'm absolutely impressed. Having never ridden one, just the way it rides is lovely. Lovely turn in, lovely everything. It's just a fantastic motorcycle. Alright, now the FXR. Never giggle.
So, a couple quick things. Well, just, you got to use your back brake a little bit to get a brake light, because if you just use the front one,
broken,
okay. And the clutch is good, but just watch where it lets out, because it'll just let it go. It's adjusted a little different. And it's a lot of pressure, so just you got to pull it all the way in. You kind of got to pick your foot up when you shift too, because it could really use some adjustment there. So, and you know, just be firm. And then the back tire, you don't have a very big contact patch.
Good to know.
Because it's a little bit smaller than what's supposed to be on it. Corners will. But you got to be careful. It'll slide out from under you. If you hit the brake too hard, it's going to lock out and slide out from under you. You hit the gas too hard, it'll spin out from under you. So the gist of it is it'll just kill you. So just be careful. And we'll probably leave that off the...
Oh, that's going on the video, mate.
Oh,
what?
And the speaker?
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on it, it'll move.
Thank you very much. Oh, Lord.
But it's fine.
And then, so here we... Yep. Oh.
I gotta cut the headlight on.
Oh, thanks, man. Alright. It sounds good. It's, well, just that. You know what? That doesn't matter anyway. Never mind. Get it. Alright, so, off we go on the FXR. And this is not the standard FXR from the factory. Obviously, this is one that Jake has lovingly customized, and I have ultimate faith in his mechanical abilities. He is actually a certified motorcycle mechanic, so I know he's pretty good. Yeah, it's make sure that's on. It's a zip tied. It's fine. It's good. It sounds awesome. This guy next to us in this white van, he's loving it. He's got, I don't know if you can see, he's got a big grin on his face. He wanted to hear it. It's a unique looking machine. It certainly is. This is the first time I've been on Jake's motorcycle, because he wanted to make sure that it was safe for me, because he's such a nice fella. And oh man, it goes. Okay, so he did tell me that this has been, like I say, it's been modified quite a bit, and this is nowhere near stock in the power delivery department. This has a tremendous amount of torque and horsepower, and it wobbles. It's definitely wobbly. When he said it wobbles, it does. Yep, no signal, so we'll just stick my hand out there, and hopefully they know what that means. It's not as bad as I thought, actually. You know, I mean, because he keeps telling me it's a death trap, and I'm sure it is. Looking for my signal, but there is none, so we'll just go on a wing and a prayer. We'll just turn right here. But it's not as bad as I thought it would be. The clutch, it's a little tricky to find the gears. True story. It does lean over nice though, and I think that's probably because it's got a front tyre on the back, which definitely makes it lean over nicely, but it doesn't give it a huge amount of grip. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, the clutch definitely could use adjusting. It's a little bit on the high side. Oh, you know what? It turns in really nice. Oh, it really does actually. This is fun. All right, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Let's give it some speed. Let's see how it. Okay, it wobbles a little bit. Yeah, the arse end kind of wiggles a little bit, which I suppose is to be expected. This is nothing like the Sport Glide I just got off of, to be honest. I mean, this is the absolute polar opposite. The new 2020 Sport Glide is smooth, it's competent, it turns nicely, it's lovely. This is loud, it's vibraty. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Honestly, it is so fun though. The smile on my face right now is pretty big because this is a very raw motorcycle. This is what motorcycles, you know, when you think about an old Harley-Davidson, this is how they feel. They're vibraty, they're loud, they're clattery. They're really, really fun. You know what? I think after this video, I'm going to go take it for a little bit of a longer ride too. This is a blast. Having said that, if you're looking for something to travel on more than a couple of miles, probably not the machine for you. And I can't find neutral. Nope. I can't find it at all. I don't know where it is. That's still first. Help! I can't find it, man. Oh, okay. We'll just put that down with my hand.
Okay, final thoughts. Jake?
Well, you go first.
I go first. Okay, so the FXR is not the death trap that I thought it would be. Having said that,
It's a death trap.
it's wobbly. It wobbles a little bit, and then it wobbles a bit more, and then it clunks, and then it clacks, and you're like, shit, did something just fall off? You don't know, and that's the beauty though. It's a lot of fun now. There's just no need for that, is it? There's literally no need for that.
It is a stage 5 tire shredder.
It is. But I'm still a little foggy on why we decided to compare this to a Sport Glide. You'll have to fill me in on that one later, and if anybody else wants to know, let us know in the comments and I'll get Jake to explain what he means by this. But the Sport Glide, it's fantastic.
Wow.
Right?
Man.
I mean, it's...
You know, I really don't want to admit to it, but the little thing was so good.
Yeah, it is.
It was my least favorite in the lineup before we did this. I've never really ridden it much. That was my first time on the road with it, actually getting some seat time on it. And I have to admit, it's really, really functional. It's very good in the curves.
Yep.
It's a very good riding motorcycle.
The seat's incredibly comfortable.
So good.
Right?
We knew it was good, but like actually riding it, it's even
And you
better
got
than
bags.
expected.
Could it be the perfect softail? Well, that's up for you. You know, that's up for debate, I think. Let us know what you think, but it's pretty damn good.
It's so good.
Yeah, so good. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Stay safe. Bye. And that is how you spin a tire, folks.
You gotta edit it. Burn out.
Yeah. I'll edit some smoke in there later, it'll be awesome. I'm gonna edit smoke in later, it'll be awesome. Jake, what just happened to the fixer? Go on, what happened?
It broke.